What is love? We have this conception today that is all about falling in love. It's about eros, it's about romance. But there are different ways of thinking about love. Cast your mind back to the ancient Greeks. They had a whole variety of loves. They talked about 6 different kinds of love. There was eros, about romantic love, but there was philia, which was a deep brotherly love, a kind of friendship. There was pragma, the pragmatic love of a mature relationship. There was agape, which was selfless love. There was ludus, a playful love. And finally, there was philautia, which was self-love, a healthy self-love. Aristotle said, anybody who wants to give love has to be able to love themselves. Today, when we think of romantic love, we think about falling head over heels in love and think that's a good thing. But cast your mind back to ancient Greece, and this kind of falling head over heels in love could be potentially dangerous or disastrous. Their ideal of this passionate sexual desire, eros, was fiery, was dangerous. It could burn you, and that's exactly what happens in Handel's great work, Semele. So over the last couple of centuries, we've developed this idea that dying for love, falling madly in love is a romantic and wonderful ideal. In a way, it's captured by the statue of Eros in Piccadilly. A lot of people think that this is actually a statue of Eros, a god of romantic love, but in fact, that's wrong. It's actually Eros's twin brother, Anti-Eros, the god of selfless love. And what's happened over the last century is that we've lost our connection with the different varieties of love. Since the romantic ideal evolved in the 18th century, in the age of Enlightenment, where people became more sensitized to love and the emotions, this one kind of love has overwhelmed us and it's become captured by the Hollywood ideal of falling romantically in love. I think today we are starting to realize that different kinds of love matter. Yes, we have the idea of romantic love, but more and more people are thinking about loneliness and its cures, and they're going towards other kinds of love like philia, what the ancient Greeks referred to as a kind of deep friendship. And I think when Handel's audiences were first coming across Semele, they were very much thinking of love in terms of the narrow form of eros, romantic love. The libretto came from Ovid's Metamorphoses, from the ancient Roman poet, and the focus there was very much on the tumbles and difficulties of romantic love, and I think that's how Handel's audience were probably seeing it. The Age of Enlightenment created a revolution in our ideals of love. It was the time when people started marrying for love for the first time in history, really. Before that, you would marry because it was a great financial relationship, for example. And in a way, in the 18th century, the key moment was particularly in 1774, when the German playwright Goethe wrote his book The Sorrows of the Young Werther, which was all about love and the emotions and the dangers of it. And this in a way is captured in Handel's Semele as well, which was a precursor to Goethe's opening of love and the idea of the dangers of a romantic love. So the Enlightenment and the 18th century was a turning point.